Thanks, people, for joining in less than a minute. Once again, for those who are thinking, what is this? We just had a session and we finished that probably some 30 seconds before, and we are live again. Thank you so much, Akash, Prakta, for being connected, staying connected. Let's go ahead. I'm dropping a message that the session has started and we go ahead now. Welcome, Purvi. Good evening. Hey, dear. Jai Mahakal. In this session, we will discuss sentence improvement questions and very good ones. Initially, I should mention, I won't be showing you the same despite of, more, better, hardly, not. Come on, we know that. A couple of these may be here, but let's discuss those in which you have to pay attention a lot more and you have to think about those, not the common errors I'll be highlighting today. I will show you great variations that SSC has usually asked. Okay, so welcome everyone here. Before I start the session, I must mention we have just started the course, which is the SSC CGL 2.0, CHSL also, if I be honest. The Mission 2025 SSC examinations, the English medium one, that means you get the content, explanation of English, maths, GA, GS, reasoning, everything in English we have here. One is welcome, and that is not going to be targeting just tier 1 alone. It will target your SSC, CGL and the other examinations tier 2 also. So thank you for staying connected. Those who wish to can join. It has quite recently started. Okay, let's go ahead. So we discussed all these for 1 month from the basics, and now we discussed, I think we had 3 sessions on error detection till yesterday, session 1, 2, 3. One is new here, is requested to watch the initial 3 before this session. Now we are here. Answer carefully, no problem. I am stating it first. I won't be showing the common ones usually. I will show you very, very, very good examples, questions asked by SSC. Stage is yours. Prerna, Deepak, belong to ask. Good evening. Saifuddin, Nancy, Jai Jindrendra. Good evening. Shankar, Vaishali, Radhe Radhe. Welcome the others here. Shweta, Harad Mahadev, Neha, Manish, Jai Jagannath, brother, Ritu, Utkarsh, welcome back once again. Okay, the first one. The granaries of India are trapped in a dangerous, vicious cycle of this. You can't even make any change there in case you wish to. This is sentence improvement, not error detection. Like, sir, I think granaries of India are trapped in a dangerous vice cycle. It should be not vicious. Not up to you. You can just make changes here. That's there to help you grab the theme of the sentence. Of input use, where increased dumping of fertilizer in the wrong combinations has rendered the soil, has made the soil, render is to help also, but this is not required here. This is to make, which takes an adjective after that. It has made the soil incapable of regenerating itself, which in turn increases input use and such. Okay, So that is fine, I think. Have and a third form after that. Is that okay? Has here for the singular subject. Increased dumping of fertilizer in the combinations. Preposition object, preposition object. Harsh, Hassan, just one subject here. Dumping, which is ing, singular. Dancing is my profession. So that is has, all okay. No improvement here. Done. Welcome. Ichha. Wrinkle. Shankar, is that okay? The subject was dumping, for which has is 100% correct. I'll show you this hedge in, on, or what. You just go through this. I have already said questions are going to be very, very good. I know statistically that's a YouTube session should be casual, but as per your feedback, I have never taken casual sentences on sessions on YouTube. It's going to be a special one for sure. Jai Jagannath. Acha. Utkarsh. Amrita. Good evening. Sachin. Kamal. Okay, let me show you. Don't mug this up like it's a phrasal verb and such. Let me show you from Cambridge or Oxford initially. Feel this. Hedge. This is actually great to see visuals also. You can see the visuals. Yep. A line of bushes, small trees planted very close together, especially along the edge of a garden, field, or road. Done. Then we have this phrasal form hedge against, which means protection. Fencing, like we have, something such here. A way of protecting, controlling, limiting something. Hedge against someone, something. She had made some overseas investments as a hedge against rising inflation in the country. I hope okay. And SSC asked this 5 to 7 years ago. Mixed cropping should be encouraged both as a hedge protection. Can I say now? As a protection, and we have to protect someone against something and such, for price risk, say inflation. So it is not going to be for, hedge against price risk. And for, hedging for the benefits, that's a positive word, supporting it. I bought this cake for you, not against you. But for a negative term, risk, we'll be going against. I hope beneficial. Let's go ahead. Next. Shweta. Shyam Sundar, Ram Ram. Gunjan Arti, Lovely, Radhe Radhe Yashwanti. Muskan, Radhe Radhe. Kumesh, Radhe Radhe. Kalpana, Radhe Radhe. Akash, I'll have to check that. Let me, no problem. Hedge in. Yes, it is a phrasal verb. To form a boundary around something with a hedge. To surround someone or something, to limit, constrain, restrict someone or something in such. Great, thank you for sharing. Hedge in, enclose someone or something. Vishali, I wish I could. Divyanshi, welcome. Heartily, Sandhya. So the center cannot afford to delay any further, we can't delay any further. At framing rules to regulate this or that, usually we put on for the topics, for the subjects and such. On this topic, on that topic, on this matter. I can't say anything on this matter and such. And that's the matter. Framing rules and such. So not at framing rules, on framing rules. All of you are correct. The telecom sector, this is something interesting. I'll show you. Is the backbone to the digital India vision, and it deserves an enabled regulatory environment. Shankar, under framing will be something which is already covered under that, just like under construction, under graduation, UG, PG and such. But I don't think so. The context is I can't afford any further delay on this matter. Not under this matter, I can't afford any delay that way. Kari. For a teacher, he, she may know this. For a student, that is quite the same. Sir, US is a country. India is a country. We say the same, develop. So, probably India is a developing country. Yes, it is. Not probably, of course it is. And the US is a developed country. So the country which has developed and the country which is developing and such. Fine. Not every word follows this. Hey, I'm going to watch a movie. Are you interesting? Are you interested? Dude, the movie was amazing or amazed. The movie was interested or interesting. So we have to take care of these present and past participles in general. Look at the meaning of the word enabling in the same dictionary. Will show you something good. Enabling. It is not to make someone enable in such, somehow a derivative of that, but somehow far better than that. Feel this. Enabling, present participle, the adjective form, which means to make something Manish, I'm not. Manish, I'm not. I don't know where you got the Kumbh key is a possibility, not any other place. Is that okay? Enabling is to make something easy, possible, and such. The government has lowered tax to create an enabling business environment, possible or easier that way. So the same stuff here, that the sector is the backbone to India's vision, digital India vision, and it deserves an easier regulatory environment. It deserves an easier regulatory environment. So enabling has this meaning. Enabled means nothing that way. There is a thin line between send out and sent out. Answer carefully. Majority of you have Ajay, no brother. But that's not error detection, Nancy. Prerna. We cannot insert anything from our own side. We can just make corrections as per the given options. No, Harsh. Remember this? Lovely. No. How can we commit a mistake such? Feel this. You are my students, to be honest. You are regular in the classes. And remember, I keep on saying this. He go to school? Impossible. The sun rise in the east? Impossible. What? He goes, singular subject. The sun rises, singular subject, and such here. And that's the chairman, the singular word. And for the singular word, if you put a verb without SES, that's more than impossible. Sorry. That's more than impossible. That's a lollipop for you. Option number one. Send in. Okay, he'll be signaling, sending out signals. A. But that's chairman send. More than impossible. Sent off. Obviously, sending out those signals, quite common. Can remember that way. Next. Neha. The only possibility here. Bull markets are born on pessimism, grow on skepticism, mature on optimism. What an answer, Vishal. Vishali, you can say that millions of times. I will listen to that, but grammar will not, because singular subject without an SES is more than impossible. Done. I need not say anything else. Common sense is, Vishali, you dropped me a message in the morning, and this time I'm answering you. You sent me something yesterday, and today I'm defining that. Obviously, common sense. So he sent those signals first, and now we can hope to have this or that. Obviously, he sent something in the past. Why so fewer comments, people here? They are born on this, they grow on that. The same answer on this topic, on this matter. They mature on this, and they die not for this, they die for this. Vishal, the parallel construction. Doubts welcome. Answer slowly, no problem. I believe in quality versus quantity, but the answers should be precise, and all of these have been asked in SSC. I have not brought anything from my own side, just compiling those. Yes, Yashwanti, but this is not defining any disease. Euphoria is happiness, a great happy state of mind, not the name of a disease. Objections welcome, always. No, Nitesh, that's the name of a regulatory body, RBI. I think all of us know. SEBI marked over there. SIDBI, I think you've heard of. NABARD, I think you've heard of. I can mention more. You probably not have heard them before. IFSCAI, and others. Drop them. But that is just one functional regulatory body. Thank you, Shweta. CAG, the Controller and Auditor General. So they are just one single functional bodies. I don't know why the video is buffering or lagging, but it's all okay here. I don't know why. SEBI has decreed, remember the word decree, it's not degree. A written law and something such is supposed to be decree. It's not degree. And SEBI, just one body, has all okay, need not improve. It's revealing that the gender divide in cognition levels worsens with rise in age, as girls are often compelled to drop enough school for a variety of reasons. That's great. BSc, NSc, and many such. That's great. Akash, yes, brother. Yes, brother. Belong to ask. Either we drop in, that means we get in. Drop out, casual common sense, I would say, you get out. And I think this is something we have heard. We went through schools. We were there a part of school, but some of, say, few of the students leave the school in between, and we definitely call them, he's a college dropout. College dropout, school dropout, because he dropped out of a school. He dropped out of a college. So not dropped in. He'll be inside that now. He's out, such. Drop out of any school and such. Common sense again. Shankar, very good question, brother, but I would not answer this time, not because I do not know. We will discuss this in other class, you know, when we study verbs. I would love to remember this. In case I forget, please remind me. Would love to answer that. Shubh Sayankal Mahoday. What is lockup, Amrita? Manish, thank you. Jail. Here, we are not talking about jail, but when somebody is in jail, he is confined, he is restricted, he is, what should I say, limited and such, fixed out there. Shankar, I'm not aware of anything such. Not aware of anything such. So there's a compelling case of privatizing the airline and freeing. That means you are making someone free. You are willing to free someone. And something which is already free, you can't free that further. That means something which is confined, restricted, limited, bound can be freed. So that should be locked up. Restricted if I say. Limited if I say. Yep, just like jail. Emphasis here. Prison. The idea of the impossible became even more relevant when we come, just a sec, not matching, to the individual who might consider certain accomplishments impossible without realizing that with persistent effort and determination they could be achieved. Ram Ram, Shanki, good evening, brother. Obviously, this idea of impossible becomes even more relevant. That's a casual statement, that's a general statement, just like we had yesterday, when one stops being optimistic and he believes he's worthless and stops hoping for a better future. It is only then his actual failure happened. not happened. That's a general statement. When one stops being optimistic, the actual failure happens then. Shanki, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much then. So the idea becomes even more relevant in such it becomes. So present tense should be there for this general statement. Okay, if I say something, don't think like this, could is representing past tense. If you want me to show you, I can show you live. Could is also used in future. I know Nancy and Shikha will not agree to this, but could is also used in future. Next. Thanks for the understanding. Once you emerge as an individual, that's another casual statement, general statement. Once you emerge as an individual, it's important to realize that your freedom has an impact on the others. Neha, Amrita, Yashwanti, and all of you here. Yes, have an impact on, that's a fixed phrasal verb. Have an impact on, absolutely, on something. Have an impact on something. That's all correct, need not change. Now comes someone we are fond of watching. Either despite or in spite of those two possible variations. So the destiny is always and only in our own hands, despite all evidence which may indicate otherwise. And in spite alone is not possible. It should have been in spite of. We have to make changes here. Despite in, no, that's already a preposition. No, one of the common errors of SSC examinations, despite of, which doesn't exist. The real principle behind love is to see शौकी अब ज्यादा हो रहा है अब ज्यादा हो रहा है शौकी थैंक यू श्वेता see Deepak, the same description once again, not for those distinct words, but generally it happens that once you put ing, where is that? Developing country. So the country which is developing, it happens that way. Developed country, the country which is developed and such. Active and passive tones. The person who was dancing, so the dancing person who was singing, the singing sensation and such. So the real principle behind love is to see the consciousness, so the consciousness which is underlying there, which exists there, active voice, not which is underlied by someone there. No need to put the passive tone here. Underlied by someone, passive, which is underlying, which exists in that way. So the present participle, they can't exist, as V2 and V3 cannot be the participles or the adjectives. Scientists have developed an platform to study, you can't make any change further. So they have developed, fine, they have developed, what's wrong? All correct, easy peasy one. Something fortunately I taught in the last session. Thank you. Pramod. One can go through the previous session also we had from 5 to 6 to practice some more examples on conditional clauses which I taught today. Even if you have in my even if you have been in my classes before, some examples were quite new today. I think 30 examples were totally new. I taught them for the first time today. So we can go through that for better clarity on conditional clauses. Yep. So I have done my exercises when he came to see me. So when he came, I had done my exercises, or I was doing. Remember the line, the one who designs the exam papers is completely quite literate enough. I was doing can be a possibility. When he came, I was doing exercises, but that's not given in the options. That's the non-finite verb here. Sorry, that's a non-finite. Sorry, either this or that. The sentence belongs to past. I can't mention present tense here, the only possibility, and which is all correct. Student of human history can draw many more natural experiments than just comparisons among the 5 continents. Yes, brother Aman, I will check in a day or two. Sure. Jai Mahakal, may Lord Mahakal help us everyone. Manish. Shankar. I'm waiting for answers from Neha and Amrita. And I can be an Anushka Sharma, that meme for humor. Thank you. Nine to 10, Aarti, and 10 to 11 both. 9 to 10, the first preference. Can be 10 to 11 also. Both are the same. Shweta, come here. Come here. Can't you see this? More than. How can you drop the comparative degree? What was that? Being unanimous for the wrong cause? Shilpi, absolutely. Prerna, thank you. Student of history can draw many experiments, many more natural experiments than just comparisons. Just like I say in my classes, you shouldn't mug up rules. You can derive them quite naturally. You can derive them, to be honest, quite naturally and such. It's not the chal ki bhed. It's like daud gayi bhed. That's more than done, finished, no improvement. Think about those words available in the sentence. Yes, I agree. Had you dropped this one more, then the comparative degree shouldn't be possible. But we have the comparison here. Akash. Shikha. I probably didn't or couldn't see that. I'm sorry. Arti, I haven't anyone. I haven't added anyone. Please wait. I will talk to all of you. Hello? No, no, no. Think about this. Feel this. Slight, the part of speech of this word. Slightly better. Haven't you gone through this slightly? And you better know, generally, if I say generally, ly is put generally to adjectives. Generally, I've said. Beautiful, beautifully. Honest, honestly. Main, mainly. And many word such, hundreds of word such. So slight becomes slightly. Slight differences. Slight and such. Because slight is an adjective, and people who have been here, they better know be takes adjectives. That means is, am, are, was, were, and such. Remember, is, am, are, was, were, anything such. She's beautiful, she's honest, she's intelligent, and such. So we have this be here, and we have the adjective here, and adjectives are not modified by another adjectives. Adjectives are modified by adverbs. If many of you are silent here, no problem. We can make use of, say, being online here. Let's see. Slight. Adjective. Okay. And adjectives are modified by adverbs in English, not another adjective. So that's an adjective. Developing country. That's a noun. Impossible. That's an adjective. Developed country, past participle. I just needed an adverb. Next. No, we have adjective here. However, you better know adverbs can modify adverbs also, but no need. We have an adjective modified by adverb. Put your words again, Shikha, in case of any objection. He was, use a pronoun for such nouns, referring to the idea of economic market when he said that this is the efficient system. This is the, thank you. Obviously, talking about the superlative sense, this is the most efficient system. Otherwise, that was a system and such. Mere is an adjective. Don't transform degrees. Many requires a plural noun after that. No problem. You just have one option over there. And much takes uncountable nouns into consideration. System is a countable one. No, Neha. The way you have put is all correct, but each and everything has a distinct function that they have. Think about this in the easiest manner possible, Neha. All of you are correct. Let me state this first. So in the 18th century, the overlords from, seems to me a Japanese word, to the humblest this found themselves under stress. I think all of us know of stress, for stress, under stress. Neha. Yep, next. Boy is a noun. Bus is a noun. Radius is a noun. Say sheep is a noun. Say water is a noun. Say medium is a noun. But we can't say, but sir, nouns take SES to transform their plural. Some S, some ES, some are the same, some are uncountable, some follow a different structure, radii, and some follow a different structure, media. Not every adverb is the same, just like this adverb does this, so this adverb can also do the same. No. Everyone has their own set of norms, functions, and such. This has become fine. Has V2 impossible. This became, what about the next sentence? The criticism has become fine, not became. It doesn't exist now. Fine. Have criticism, have is impossible. The only possibility out there. No, Shankar. The criticism has become a political discourse, a critical and theoretical practice which is committed. This is V3 actually. This is not the finite verb, to the struggle against this and that. We will study this pretty soon, Shankar. The communities of ants are sometimes very large, numbered. Who is numbering ants in general? And who can number ants? Come here. Let me write number 1 for you. Come here. Number 2. Come here. Number 3. Hey, you, number 11. No one can number ants. The passive voice. Numbering from this to that. Ants which number from this to that. Can't be the passive tone here. Windows, I have an opinion and a question to you. If I learn stenography, I think I can number ants, because then I can write. What is the meaning of this flare and this flare? F-L-A-I-R, F-L-A-R-E. Prerna. Romix. Romix, let me complete your sentence in and translate this in Hindi now. Okay, everyone here. Higher crude oil prices have doubtlessly provided a significant fiscal boost in the past several months. Now think about this. Already higher. crude oil prices have provided some fiscal boost in the past several months, although they are already higher. Think about this. And anything such going forward can lead to a price spiral that would have untoward consequences as well. That's going to be quite horrible. Yes. So we actually needed something such. Who's going to Thailand, getting on such results again and again? Remember the sentence? Higher crude oil prices, they are already higher. And if they go a little higher, if they go much higher, that is going to create problem for sure. Arti. Flare up, F-L-A-R-E, defines a situation in which something like violence, pain, anger suddenly starts or even gets much worse. They have put the example of riots, dange, outburst of anger and such. So as per the context, we needed this flare up. That is already higher. If it goes even higher, yes, in newspapers, we honestly come across such words because it happens across the world, somewhere, and somewhere. Some riots going on, RIOTS and such. So flare up, moving up and such. Next. Some of the questions that were left yesterday, we can finish those. I wanted to finish that class also. Let's start with these first. Same here, Akash. I'm not aware how, but facing the same. So sorry for that. Manish. Same here, Pragta. I'm sorry for that. So they even tried to smuggle questions left from yesterday's session. Yo, Manish. The first one. They tried to smuggle bits of jazz into serious music. Please refresh once. Please refresh once. Prerna. We've taken enough time, I think. You are putting an adverb from your side, and you better know we cannot bring anything from our own side there in the examinations. Thank you, Neha, for being here. Everyone here. Don't you know this? We eat so that, showing the purpose, we may live. So that, stating purpose behind anything. I helped him so that I could ask for help later. Thank you. They tried to smuggle bits of jazz into the music so that somehow the composer could survive. They tried to smuggle music so that the composer could survive. He must be copying someone's music, but we tried to change a bit of that so that he would survive. So that Next. Together with empowerment, there has to be a culture of personally accountability so that everyone realizes the necessity of valuing commitment. Neha and the rest of us. Accountability is noun. Words with I, T, Y at the end are usually nouns in English. Pure becomes purity, sure becomes surety, positivity, negativity, accountable, accountability, able, ability, capable, capacity, and such. So, accountability is noun for which we can't have adverbs. Personal accountability. Nancy, perfect. Vaishali, the next statement has something which was taught today. Obviously, Gunjan, we don't have questions paper. We have question paper, and the plural becomes question papers, not questions paper. Adjectives, Deepak, great. Shouldn't be in the plural form. Deepak, great. Shikha, Kutulu, aaja. I had forgotten all such things just for the sake of the greater good of everyone, said their leader. Akash, at least go through the whole sentence. Nancy suggested to do the same. At least go through the whole sentence. You may come across Prerna. How can you do so? Everyone. There depends the perception of the author. But this is more than impossible. T-H-E-R-E is the adverb of place. And you have a noun after that, leader. My leader, your leader, his leader. T-H-E-I-R. So it doesn't matter, you say the great good, you say the greater good, you say the greatest good, always it is going to be okay, but this is not going to be okay. Last. No problem, Akash. Pramod, if I say no, what should be the next correction of yours? If I say no, I'm not saying the answer is this or that. I know you have been mine. So if I say no, what should be the correction now? No, not at all. I agree. You can show me this answer available on the internet. Not at all. I'm not being rude. I'm not being overconfident. But during those days, I used to analyze each and every question. I don't have time these days, but during those days, I had time to analyze each and every question and even have the authenticity that this was written there. They have taken from this, taken from that, and such. Can I ask for anything such? Prerna, it depends upon the perception of the author. Maybe just one finding, maybe a couple of them. We have a couple of things. We can say the findings of this and that. Think about this. You can answer. It's not impossible. Maybe in the survey, we can feel that in the native tone. Yes, Pramod, that's the reality, brother. Internet will answer something else. On different websites, we have the same cliche answer. You can say, no, sir, you are wrong. No problem. I can accept that fact. But actually, that's the inversion. That's the subject, that's the verb, and that's the complement part here. That's not the subject. Just like gone are the days, just like happy are those, just like hardly had I reached the station. I had reached the station. That's inversion. So this is also inversion. 2 miles beyond the building were seen dozens of antisocial elements. And the problem here is Pramod. Absolutely. The problem here is since your antecedent prerna is plural, the findings which show, which posit the findings, posit, show, define, reveal, and that's a plural antecedent, findings, for which we can't have ses to the verb. Of course the answer is do, but not is the findings. That's inversion. The actual answer lies here. Doubts welcome, no problem. A couple more to finish things off. Just a couple more, not more than that. Because yesterday we were late. Government has decided to strengthen the state's capacity to move away. Thank you. Why did I move away? Shanki, have a smile. I was kidding, brother. Please don't be sorry for that. Yep, common sense. The government has decided to strengthen the capacity to move away from a already approach. Fine, you have an approach, but a already, for the consonant sounds we use a, but for the vowel sounds we use n, from an already obsolete one size fits all approach. Next. Okay, drop this. Drop this, not talking about this. Drop this now. Quickly answer these three and we are done. Drop the second one. People would see Bitcoin's current price rise as merely a reflection of their bright future as a stateless currency. Drop the second one, answer the third one, fourth one, and fifth one. We are done. All the questions have been asked in SSC examination. Just one, if I say. I've taken all these from that. A rise is noun also. The price rise. Amrita, thanks for being here. Whose future? Pronouns are ambiguous. I'm not speaking Hindi, otherwise I would have put common examples from my side. वो चिट्ठी लिखनी थी, गुस्सा आ रहा है, अब इसका क्या करें? I hope some of you here can understand this. People, a noun here, will see Bitcoin's price rise, Bitcoin another noun here, as a reflection of bright future. The future may be bright of the people. The future may be bright of Bitcoin. So I think both ways it is going to be okay. Akash, the sentence goes ahead stating, Prerna, the future as a stateless currency. Now I think people cannot be a stateless currency. Bitcoin can be a stateless currency. No, Komish, context please. That's what I'm explaining. Who can be a stateless currency? As a teacher, so I am a teacher. Yes, I am. As a teacher, can say that. Who can be a stateless currency? People or Bitcoin? Camera has gone off. Now I probably have to quickly answer both these because the camera has gone. Changing battery for sure, but we have to finish the session now, no problem. Is that okay? Quickly comment. Coming in 10 seconds, changing battery, but whose future about the currency? People's future as a currency or Bitcoin's future as a currency? Please. No problem, brother. So obviously Bitcoin or money can be currency. How can people be currency? Future, its bright future, the future of Bitcoin here. A focused program to universalize education and skills training will potentially keep juveniles from coming into conflict within the law or come into conflict with the law. If they are already in the law within, how can they conflict or come as conflict? And also Prerna, price rise of Bitcoin, not of people. Manish. Last, strict penalties have a lower chance of being imposed as compared to the fines that are proportionate to the offend. "56 messages. My goodness. Amrita, thanks a lot for being here. Strict penalties have a lower chance of being imposed as compared to the fines, comparing penalty and fine which are proportionate to the offend. Offend is verb in English. I'm not being offended. Offend is a verb in English. Articles don't take verbs. Articles take noun after them. Offense, the mistake, the crime. And we are done. Thank you so much for being here. I should mention that again, that we have started a new course, the Foundation Batch 2.0 Success for CGL also, CHSL also. You're all welcome. You get 450 plus live classes, topic-wise practice sessions, mocks, PYQs, typing tests also, because it won't be targeting just your tier 1 but also your tier 2, and that's the English medium one, having all the subjects, content, explanation, everything in English. And yes, before we finish this, we have a sale also. We have an offer. Use the code START to start your preparation and get flat 49% off on any subscription, be of that batch, this batch, or anything such, or the SSC Super Elite, in which you get access to all the courses, classes, mocks, typing tests, each and everything in just one subscription, and not just the running courses but also the upcoming ones which are going to start. Thank you so much. Do subscribe if you are new here, and would love to see you in the classes, the upcoming ones. Thank you. Join us on the official Telegram channels also. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kumesh, Radhe Radhe, Nitish, Vishal, Ajay, Prayakta. Thank you, beta. Thank you, Dil se. Akash, thank you, bhai. Prerna, thank you so much from my side too. Gunjan, Wrinkle, Aman. Yes, Aman. आपकी मन की बात सुनता हूँ. Gunjan, Sandhya, Yashwanti, Radhe Radhe, thank you. Gauri, Purvi, thank you so much. Manish, Muskan, thank you so much. Nancy, Hmm. Thank you, beta. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nancy. Manish, what should I say? Some feelings cannot be defined or put into words. Thank you, brother. Shweta, Bhavam Upkarotishcha Mahoday. Windows. Vaishnavi, Arti, Devyanshi, Vaishali, thank you. Amrita, thank you so much. Yashwanti, thank you. And Harsh, thank you so much. See you pretty soon, everyone. Thank you.